Hi everyone, it's Dr. Plays and welcome to a bit of a different video. I normally do first looks and things on the channel and obviously establish series and things like that. Today's something slightly differently. I was trying to stream a game last night. It was going to be Jedi Survivors. Failed miserably because that game is just ridiculously hard to capture, at least on my system for some reason. So after my first stream crashed and burned, I thought I'd just start a new stream, and I decided to scroll through Steam even, buy a random action roguelike, play it and kind of give it a review on stream. I actually bought a game, as you're seeing here, called Crimson Dawn, which I thoroughly enjoyed, and I figured I have to do some content for this because I haven't seen anyone else do this on YouTube just yet. And again, I apologise for me still having a cold. It's been over a week now. I want it to go because I feel like death. However, we're going to dive in. We're going to play some Crimson Dawn. If you want to check it out, the link for this will be down in the description underneath the subscribe button. I'll also link down my Twitch VOD down there as well, so you can watch me play on there, because we ended up playing it for like 3.5 hours. It was that good. So I am a little bit far through this game at the moment, and when we dive in, you'll see exactly how far we are through. Now, this is different to other action roguelikes. You actually get characters that you can kind of unlock as you go through. We've got a character in the top left there, which is the House Carve, as he's called. Huskal, I should say, and he's like a barbarian type character. He's got an axe, and you can change the starting weapons, but he starts with an axe and a spear. Axe is kind of a throwing weapon where it arcs in front of you, and the spear is a stabbing weapon where it just pokes in front of you or up on top and things. But you can also come over here, and if I click the right thing, you can change your character. Now I've got a second character here who is the Sorceress, and obviously she has magic type weapons, but I've just got to a point where I can also unlock my third character here, who's the Trickster. Swift thief, expert with arrows and knives, and can equip both physical and magical weapons as starting weapons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 quick runs, or I hope they're going to be quick runs. I'm going to play as one as the Sorceress, we're then going to unlock the Trickster, and we're going to play as him or her, depending on what they are, and show you exactly how they work as well. So if I go back to the Sorceress quickly, so we have on here, I'm going to use my mouse here, we have the ray weapon, which is kind of like a beam weapon which sits on the map, and then you also have the magic orbs, which are little balls which fly around the map and do various bits of damage. Now, the things that I'm a little bit kind of confused about this game are, you've got 3 buildings down here. You've got the inn where you can unlock new characters. You've got the marketplace where you can swap down some of your consumables. You'll see these down here, which you use to then do the upgrades in the blacksmith. Now the thing here is the Sorceress doesn't have her weapons in here, so I'm thinking this building at the back may be the one that gets her weapons upgraded, and this may be the one for the Trickster. However, I don't know how to unlock that just yet. But if you go into the middle section here, you'll see that this is where all your missions are. Now, I've only done the first, you basically have to do all these missions in order. So if I was to say I want to do this one here and get whatever this Mystic Meadows thing is, I have to do this, then this, then this. So I have to do those missions kind of in order to be able to unlock that, which is going to be an interesting thing to do. Now, I haven't done that on any of the characters yet, which is going to be quite difficult. Obviously, slaying 2,000 monsters after you've already done this is going to be quite difficult, but I plan to do that at some point with some of the other ones. I might do that again on a stream. And again, I've only got 1 level unlocked at the moment, but I guess when I unlock Mystic Meadows for this character, which is what I do for the 500 seconds after all that, that's when we can get Mystic Meadows and the new weapon, new level type, and I think that's when I unlock her kind of upgrade levels. But I haven't been able to prove that yet. So that's what I'm planning to do today, and we're going to start and run into it. Now, standard action roguelike fare, you run around and you shoot stuff. Red crystals go into your XP bar at the top there. These other things here are your consumables that you go and collect. No dash, it's just you moving around. And when you get enough crystals, when we get there in a second, bear with us, you get to upgrade your character. Right, so here's your first upgrade, and you get to choose from these. It's normally 5, I think. You might sometimes get 6. I'm not too sure on that one. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. And you get to choose something like this. Double materials is your consumable stuff that I was talking about earlier. Obviously, defense is defense. So, cool. Long shot. If your character remains stationary for at least 1 second, you gain bonus weapon range and flying speed. Flying speed is how fast weapons, physical weapons, attack. That's fine. I'm going to go for the ray here, so that the ray physically lasts longer on the field. And each one has different upgrades available to it. I'll show you that when we get to the Trickster character, and I'll do the first kind of mission for that person. Right, now it's just a case of get more upgrades and things. There we go, right, it's our second upgrade. And we can take the magic orb, or we get new weapons in the roots, which is going to root people to the spot, essentially. and hold them in place, which I'm going to take. And you'll see that in a second. There's one there on the right. They're just being held in place, and it does a little bit of damage over time. Not masses, but some. It's enough to give you some space as well, because the enemies are always coming just straight towards you. Always make a beeline for you. And you'll see there's bigger enemies and so on and so forth. But I was pleasantly surprised by this one because the graphical style is really good. You know, I like it. It's pixely enough for it to kind of grab my interest. I take the wolf there. That's really good. But it's also detailed enough so that I can see everything that's going on at all times with you know, enough discernibility to be able to kind of dodge enemies and things. You always feel like you never feel like you're cheated out of like getting hit and things. The hitboxes are very good. I could take double materials is not bad. Adrenaline rush is also good, but I'd rather get a better quality one of that. So each upgrade you get has a different rarity. So I'm going to go for the wolf though. Get that from 12 to 32 damage. That's a huge increase. Right, and you'll see enemies are constantly coming towards me. There's a chest up here that I'm going to try and get towards if I can. Right, come on, you pop. There we go. Right, let's get this chest. And the same with kind of vampire survivors and things, you get chests. But this one you get 3 choices, or a choice of 3, I should say. So I could choose Tornado, which is a new weapon type, Musket, which is a new weapon type, or I could choose just some coins to get some of the interim currency that I use to buy new characters and things. If I was to choose Tornado here, you'll see that there's a cooldown on there of 1. And if I choose the Musket, the cooldown on there is 5 seconds, so it's quite large. I'm going to go for the Tornado. It's much lower damage, but it's more kind of damage over time, if you like, or more times to damage. Soul Reaper is probably one of the one on there. Get some health back if I kill characters, or there's a chance to get health back. It's not guaranteed, so I do need to be careful of that. I could take the hammer and become 4. I'll take that. Right, there's loads of stuff on the floor here. Let's try and get another level. Don't really care about that. Magic Orb will increase the damage for that. So the yellow ones are the Magic Orb going out there. You'll see I'm doing quite a lot of damage at the moment to a lot of different things at the same time, which is really good. You hear my hammer whooshing around. There's an enemy down there that's asking me to go and kill. I will get to them later. I want another level up first. Right, what do we get here? Double shards is really good. So it's a 15% chance to get double experience shards. So I'm going to take that. And you'll see that occasionally when I pick them up. I might get 2 or 3. Sorry, 2 at a time rather than 1 at a time. It is only 15% though, so don't count on it too much. Now it's just a case of surviving, same as you would do with any action roguelike, making sure you can get enough upgrades and things. Ram I don't really like. If characters move in the same direction for at least 0.75 seconds they gain bonus damage. It's only a tiny bit of bonus damage, so I haven't really bothered with that if I'm perfectly honest. 8% defense though is quite nice, so I will take that. And our second chest we can either take the axe, which is the Houseguard's primary weapon. Increases damage every 2 seconds if the character is not hit, up to 50%. We'll take it. It's quite slow, but it's not a bad one. So I think if I'm not hit, it means in that 2 seconds if I don't get hit. That's my understanding. I'll take some more defense there, that's fine. Again, loads of materials and stuff on the floor. We just need to wander around and collect it. We were having some quite good conversations yesterday with some of the regulars on the streams and things about how we can, how we would improve action roguelikes. So rather than having XP on the floor and things, there was, you know, automatic XP collection, but you have the more you get more XP if you put yourself in more danger and things like that. Double shards again up to 30%. I think I'll take that. So yeah, if you've got any ideas like that, let me know in the comments or come on a stream and let me know, because I'm always up for that sort of conversation. You will see in the top left the missions going past. I've already done the first one. That was the survive for 150 seconds. We've now got to slay almost 300 monsters still. It was 400 at the start. So they rapidly fly by. There's a beholder coming towards me. Double materials not bothered by. That's not a great one for double shards. We'll go for hammer plus 1 and get some more damage off of that. Go down here and get all this stuff. Some meat on the floor down there, which is quite nice. chest at the top there as well, as you saw. That one was an instant level up, that chard. Well, that's quite nice. I may take double shards, because that is quite nice. I'll take it. That's a 45% chance now to get double shards every time that I pick one up. So we're almost kind of every other one I pick up is going to be 2. I'm getting quite close in terms of enemies, so I do need to be careful. Make sure I'm doing enough damage to people. I could take dagger, but I don't really care about it. I'm going to add 20 health, so I'm out to 120 now. Let's get this chest. Being as it's been waiting there for a little while. Ooh, meteor. Alright, we'll take meteor. You'll see it popping down. I could increase the damage on the meteor, so let's do that. The trouble with the meteor is it's kind of random. Well, it's very random where it hits, so it's not particularly effective because it's very indiscriminate. It's not imperfect though. It does help. Any damage increase is a damage increase after all. Right, I could up my health again, or I'm going to take lightning. So a little bit of chain lightning doesn't hurt. I mean, it doesn't hurt me, it hurts them. Okay, I'm about to get hit. Magic orb, more projectiles on the magic orb. I think I will take. I didn't get hit. I'm surprised. I managed to move away in time. Right, leave a trail of ice that slows enemies. That's not bad. Or all weapons being more powerful but slower. I think I will take. I don't mind it. For the tornado stuff, if I'm close to my tornadoes, it's actually quite good for me because they do more ticks of damage. So, double materials, I'm not really bothered by. I've got enough of those at the moment. I will increase the flying speed for the wolf just so it's faster moving around. And you may think to yourself, well, hang on a minute, why is it flying speed? It's just a movement speed thing. It's not actually like flying. More soul reapers. Rubbish though. Magic orb going faster. A tornado cooldown, I think. Same damage, but they move faster, or they release quicker. Doing quite well, considering I've not been hit yet. We've just got to survive for a certain amount of time. Whether I can do that or not is, well, don't know yet. Movement speed I don't care about. I always struggle with movement speed because if I move too fast I'm more likely to get hit. Yeah, we'll just take the wolf, that's fine. The lightning is quite nice. I could do with upgrading the damage on that at some point. I'm not going to complain too much for the moment because we're doing okay. Ooh, the hammer +2 is quite nice. Double shards up to 65%. Yeah, we'll take that. It's still not the highest I've had it though. I had that higher on stream last night. So, let's do more lightning damage. Yes. And now this is the point where I start to kind of lose the ability to see things sometimes because there's so many effects on the screen that it's a little bit difficult. However, I'm just going to show you the options real quick. There is an effect transparency which I'm going to turn up a little bit. I didn't play with this last night on stream, but we'll just see how that is. Yeah, I think that's a bit better actually. It gives me a bit more clarity on what's going on. And you'll notice I'm not really exploring too much of the map. I don't need to necessarily. I think staying in kind of one place gives me an idea of what's clear on the map and stuff. I wish I was up to 80%. That's the highest I've had it. I will take that. That's kind of nice actually. Okay, let's keep going. Another level up. Just damage. Damage is quite nice. Adrenaline rush as well. 4% on cooldowns. It's not massive, but if you get a few more upgrades on it, it can be quite nice. I'm still at full health. I'm going to curse myself at some point when I realise that, and I end up taking damage just because I'm getting greedy or getting cocky. More Soul Reap could be quite good actually. Not that I've taken damage yet. It's 90% double shards. Now we're going to take Soul Reap just so when I do get hit, which I will, I can get my health back. These big frog teethy things are quite difficult to beat. They just take umpteen amounts of damage So now I've just got to find a way back through to the top up here. I've taken damage. I just realised. You can hear my soul reap going off. Right. That's a nice defense upgrade. Going to take it. So that'll block a portion of damage. It's not flat out, I don't think. Oh, I'm in a bad place. I'm in a very bad place. Gotta be careful there. Soul Reap up to 14%. Yeah, why not? You may be thinking to yourself, well, if you're taking movement speed earlier, you might be able to get out of this. But it's not quite like that. I've still got to have the skill to be able to get out. And there's a chest over here. You can see the beam of light. Let's get over there. Double shards up to 95%. Now we'll take the ray. Make it do more damage. There we go. And our chest contains... Ooh, the ring is quite nice with the resurrection. I'll take that. Need to be able to get lots more enemies dead to make this a good run. Right, hammer. Could be good. Another projectile. Make it faster. Right, it's another level up. And we get... Shadow Step's not bad. I don't really want it though. We'll take the tornado. Doing more damage with the tornado is quite nice. You see I'm getting chased by loads of champions now. And I'm taking more damage as well. That's bad. Soul Reap again could be good. Yeah. Oh, I've got 2 level ups. I will take the magic orb. Make the yellow things fly faster. Gonna nip straight up here. We're at full health again, which is really nice. I don't have any weapon upgrades so I can take anymore, so that's kind of the maximum damage I can do unless I get something which is going to increase my damage out of a chest, I think, and that is a problem. So I'm going to start picking up pickup range. I'm just going to have to dive down here. It's not ideal, but it's got to be done. Oh no, I can get weapon upgrades. Okay, cool. Why didn't I get one on the previous one then? We'll take the hammer. Another upgrade. Lightning, yes. So for me, this is a very simple formula for an action roguelike. But when I say simple, I don't mean, oh, there's nothing to it. I mean, it's simple in the fact that it has simple aims and achieves them very well. We're going to go for more ray. Gotta be careful here. I need to get some health. There's some health on the floor there. Thank you very much. Right, another level up here. 261 seconds left, which is going to be tough. I'm going to up the roots. The next level of roots is... I think it's just more of them or bigger distance away. Gotta be real careful because there's just enemies everywhere. These beholders are quite tough. Right, another level up. Magical cooldown. Yeah. Ooh, right. Ray could be good. Cooldown could be good. Oh, they're all quite good. We'll take lightning. Right, we're doing alright. We're doing alright. This may be a case of I have to run away for a bit. Some of the bigger enemies are just too tough. If I can stay near where the rays are spawned, then I'll be okay. Let's do the hammer. Yeah, 4 hammers is fine. Okay, no, bad place, bad place. I'm gonna have to go around. I've got nowhere to go now. This is kind of where I die, I think. 44 health, 39 health. Slowly deteriorating, but also coming back up from soul reaping. Ah, terrible. Right, bye-bye, Sorceress. No, you're still alive. Let's go, get that health. Oh, I thought I was going to die then. Oh boy. Right, sweating here. Let's... I don't really want to do anything. We'll do the hammer. The health is slowly increasing because of soul reap, which is good. But I'm in a tough spot because there's a wall right there. No, okay. We didn't make that. 159 seconds left. It's not the best I've done. And I've got a resurrection. I forgot about that. I was hoping there's going to be food in that cactus. I've got nowhere to go here. Oh, I picked up some health. That was luck. Just got to try and avoid things, but it's impossible. Another resurrection? Okay, cool. I will take that. I don't think I've got any more. I think that's my last one. I've got to level up somehow. We will... Lightning's good, yeah. The trouble is the map design is very difficult to kind of navigate sometimes. Only because you get kind of funneled into places where there's already walls and things, and you're like, I can't do anything here. Like here, for example, that was just impossible. But right, we did quite a lot of damage with the ray was obviously the biggest damage dealer. The hammer wasn't too far behind though, if I'm perfectly honest. So maybe take that into consideration. However, that is our character there, the Sorceress. You will notice, of course, we've also got other upgrades I could take. So I can buy either of these two or this one to give me individual character upgrades. What I'm going to do is I'm going to buy the Trickster. And we're going to play as him. If I can switch to the Trickster. And because we've got quite a bit of money, we can buy some of his upgrades. So he starts with the arrow and the dagger, technically. I can buy damage on the dagger, damage on the arrow or the dagger, penetration. So we'll take those. I don't really care about the dagger, but I'll take it anyway. Movement speed, I'll probably miss that for the moment. Get the damage on the arrow and the dagger as well. So we start with the arrow and the dagger. However, I dislike the dagger, so I'm not going to start with that one. I'm actually going to start with... I could start with lightning. Could be an interesting one. Tornado is not bad. Meteor's rubbish. Do you know what? I'm going to start with the lightning. And in here again, we've got our own. Got an individual blacksmith. The blacksmith stuff carries across each character, but again, I don't have the ability to upgrade magic damage and things. Oops. So neither of these buildings are unlocked, and I think they do unlock. I'd be surprised if they didn't. Let's put it that way. But for the arrow, you can see I've got all the arrow upgrades already, which is why I wanted to start with that one anyway. So we will take that. One of the other reasons I want to start with get that third mission done is because the mace levels locked behind mission 3. And I like a mace. Mace is a good weapon. But we're going to start with this character now. There's nothing more I want to buy for this character, so we're just going to start. We're going to try and do the first 2 for the moment, just so you can see what happens when you finish 2 missions. So, bow and arrow and lightning. I quite like that. 2 ranged weapons. It's fine. I just need to keep my my distance from people. We'll take an arrow upgrade. Well, no, we'll start with the mace upgrade. Why not? That's a new weapon. So mace, you'll see, just kind of smashes the ground underneath me. Nice and simple. Let's get a few more crystals, and then we'll have an upgrade. There we go. Right. Second one here. Mace. I mean, that's not too bad. If people get close to me, it means they're automatically going to take damage every so often. Don't want the meat, but that's okay. Didn't need it. And one more level. So it doesn't massively change the playstyle when you choose the other characters, of course, but it's decent, I think. It gives you a little bit of variety in terms of character styles and things. They're all the same base stats. I'd like them to have different base stats. That would be quite nice, I think. But the arrows being able to penetrate and stuff is quite nice early on. That's not too bad. I'll take them. Does mean my weapons are going to be slower, but only slower across the screen, not slower to individually fire, so that's fine. Right, we'll take the arrow upgrade. More projectiles. No, sorry, more penetration and more damage. And more lightning. Yeah, more lightning. It's all fine. Right, let's keep going and get another upgrade. Another level. What do we get? Hang on. Long shot, cool. Not cooldown, no. Adrenaline rush is the cooldown. 2% though. It's pretty poor. We'll take the mace. Just fires that more often. It is only 2.25 seconds, so it's kind of slow, but it hits hard. So I think they found a good balance with terms of how often the weapons trigger and how much damage they do. Pickup range is quite nice, but I'm going to take the lightning. Just do more often. This mission will be considerably easier because there's just fewer things to do. I don't have to survive for the 500 seconds afterwards. Ooh, axe is not bad. Meteor's pretty poor. I'll take lightning. Just do more damage with it. It's fine. One thing I'd like to see is kind of indication of how much damage these big guys have taken. Stop hitting me. Right, he's dead. Take that, thank you. 4% cooldowns is pretty poor. Take the arrow, do more damage with that. I think that's more projectiles too, so no arguments from me. Now we've just got to kill a certain number of monsters, which doesn't take long. Dagger, Ray. We'll take the Ray. Even though I'm not a magical character, it's fine. What I think they should do is non-magical characters shouldn't be able to take it, or you'd have it so that non-magical characters would have a like a decreased stat for the damage and things, or the cooldown, or whatever it might be. I think that would be my choice of doing it. Because obviously the Sorceress, she should be better at doing magic than a Trickster. You would think, anyway. You do get the chance to get different builds and things, which is fine. And it can get quite broken if you're lucky enough to get the right weapons and things. Take the arrow. Doing quite a lot of damage against that beholder thing. There we go. Another chest on the floor. And we get, ooh, we get meteor. Oh no, it's roots. Ah, roots could be quite good. Let me take roots. Nailing people to the floor is quite good. So the one thing I think this is missing, or one of the things I think this is missing, is double shards. Take that. Synergies. I haven't seen any synergies yet. I'm not saying they're not there. I'm just saying I haven't seen them. But you could add that in quite easily. I'll take the soul reap just in case. I don't want to get that max like I did on the previous one. Just a little bit here and there is fine. So synergies like you could do character-based synergies. So the Trickster, for example, with a dagger could be really like have higher damage and things once he gets to a certain level and stuff. There's lots of things you could do. And obviously the Sorceress could pick one spell to, I don't know, maybe do double damage, or with 60% lower cooldown or higher cooldown and things. There's lots of things you could do. I am not a game designer, so don't ask me. I will take some pickup range, I guess. Don't really care for anything else there. Right, let's get floaty, fiery dude, whatever you are. Just happily wandering along the old ray there, getting rooted all the time. Just going to keep doing damage to him. Don't mind me. How long is that ray going to be there? Probably forever. He's dead. Right, this one of my favourite skills, revives a monster to fight at your side. You will now notice I get little demon Grim Reaper things floating by my side, so I like that one. We're going to take Tornado. And there we go, that's mission complete. So very quickly you can see that kind of if you do those first 2 missions, you get the completion of that. But now all that gave me was upgrades blacksmith level, unlock blacksmith level 5 upgrades, which I already had in here. So don't worry about that too much, because obviously I've got that for the bow and arrow. This is automatically enabled, I think, once you get some of these. I'm not too sure how that works. It's not properly explained. So there's that. I still haven't worked out how to get this. I'm assuming it's doing the this one here and unlocking the Mystic Meadows, whatever it's called, because there's nothing else you can click in here. It's just empty. But that is, if I hoping this isn't going to exit the game. What do you know? Exited the game. This is Crimson Dawn. I think this has a lot of potential. It is, like I say, it's one of those simple ones where they've taken some simple core concepts and they've enacted them really, really well, I think. I'm going to continue playing this, so do expect maybe a couple more videos or a couple more streams or something where I'm trying to get even further. We actually got it so that a couple of other people on the stream bought it as well, which is quite nice, and they had some positive things to say about it as well. If you want to see it, of course, it'll be linked down in the description underneath the subscribe button. Hopefully we're going to be able to get to beat the 500-second thing at some point in the near future. If you want to stick around and see that, of course, you can follow me. And hopefully we'll get through there together. Other than that, I am Dark Jedi Plays. This was Crimson Dawn. It was a surprise thing I hadn't planned to play. I just managed to kind of pick it up on Steam. Thought, yeah, this will do. And yeah, it was thoroughly enjoyable. I will see you for another video very soon. If you want to see some more of this kind of content, of course, stick around. I'll see you soon.